Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're looking at the KwaZulu-Natal North Coast, specifically Ballito in South Africa.
Right. It's seen this incredible growth, hasn't it? Especially in property over the last, 20 years?
Exactly. We've got an article here that details this transformation, and it's quite the story.
It really is.
So our mission for you listening is to sort of unpack that, figure out why Ballito boomed, look at the key developments, and just get a handle on the opportunities there without getting lost in all the details.
Yeah, distill it down. The article makes it clear this wasn't just a minor uptick. Ballito went from, a sleepy little seaside spot to this really dynamic hub for homeowners and for businesses, too.
And the speed of it is what's striking. 2 decades isn't that long for such a fundamental shift.
No, it's pretty rapid.
So what lit the fuse? The article points pretty strongly towards the airport, King Shaka International, opening back in 2010.
Ah, yes. That seems to be a major, major catalyst, like a real turning point.
It makes you think about infrastructure, doesn't it? How critical it is.
Absolutely. It wasn't just that Ballito was a nice place anymore. Suddenly, it was connected, properly connected.
To the rest of South Africa and internationally, too. That must have opened the floodgates for investors, both local and from overseas.
Definitely made it more accessible, put it on the map in a completely new way. You have to wonder if other things were happening around then that sort of amplified that effect.
Well, the airport is definitely highlighted, but the article also talks about another huge factor, these big residential estates.
Right, right. Not just relying on the beach anymore.
Exactly. It's the modern infrastructure within these places. They mention Seaton Estate, Zululami Estate, Lalela Estate specifically.
Okay, let's maybe look at those. Seaton first. The article paints that it's quite prestigious. Oceanfront location.
Yeah, spacious homes, but also integrating nature conservation. That blend seems important.
It does. It's not just luxury for luxury's sake. It's got this sustainability angle woven in. What is it about that mix that pulls people in, do you think?
I suspect it's that desire for, high-end living, but still feeling connected to the environment. Plus, things like golf courses, trails, direct beach access.
Amenities.
Yeah, it creates a whole lifestyle sense of community. You're not just buying a building.
Makes sense. It's a curated environment. So then Zululami Estate sounds different,
Yeah.
more eco-focused, next to a nature reserve.
Exactly. The emphasis there seems to be really strongly on conservation, blending the design into the landscape. Very tranquil.
Okay, so who's the target market there? Who does that appeal to most?
You'd think families wanting that outdoor connection, maybe retirees looking for peace and quiet, anyone who really values that environmental responsibility.
Right, the walking trails, the green spaces. It reinforces that whole ethos.
Definitely caters to a different set of priorities compared to Seaton.
Okay, and the third one mentioned was Lalela Estate. How does that fit in?
Lalela sounds like it's trying to hit that sweet spot. It blends the contemporary homes and green spaces, but it's also positioned for convenience.
Ah, so closer to the action, like shops and things.
Yeah, easy access to Ballito's retail, the malls, recreational stuff. It seems aimed at maybe young families, professionals, even retirees who don't want to be too isolated.
So it offers that urban convenience alongside the natural serenity, trying to capture a wider audience, perhaps.
Seems like it, but still hitting those notes of sustainability, security, and, that touch of luxury.
Interesting. So you've got these different residential offerings, almost niches, all driving growth. But it's not just residential, is it? The article mentions commercial and industrial growth, too. North Point.
Yes, North Point. That sounds like a really significant development. 380,000 square meters. That's a huge area for business.
That's substantial, and the location sounds key.
Right between the N2 highway and the R10 road.
And crucially, only 15 minutes from King Shaka Airport.
That's a massive plus for logistics, surely.
Absolutely. Transport links like that, plus access to skilled labor, municipal services, it makes it very attractive for businesses. What sorts of companies do you see thriving there?
Well, logistics, distribution, obviously. Maybe some light manufacturing or assembly, anything needing good transport flow.
And the article mentions a big consumer base nearby, too. Over 100,000 people within 10 Ks.
That's a ready-made market right there. It shows how the residential growth feeds the commercial side, and vice versa.
It's that classic positive feedback loop, isn't it? More people, more demand, more businesses, more jobs, attracts more people.
Exactly. So when you step back and look at the whole picture from the article, the future for Ballito's property market looks, well, pretty promising.
Very strong, yeah. Demand seems high across the board, residential, commercial.
And ongoing infrastructure improvements suggest that growth isn't likely to stall soon.
Plus, the continued appeal of those estates, Seaton, Zululami, Lalela, they keep attracting buyers with their different offerings.
There's a real variety of options now. It's not just one type of property.
It seems Ballito really leveraged its natural beauty by adding smart infrastructure and these desirable developments. It's a fascinating case study in regional transformation.
It really is. That combination of natural appeal, the infrastructure like the airport, and these world-class developments, it seems to have cemented its position.
Definitely a top property spot in South Africa for the foreseeable future based on this.
So thinking about Ballito's journey, this rapid change driven by infrastructure and smart development, it kind of leaves you wondering, doesn't it?
About what?
Well, for you listening, what other regions out there might be showing the early signs of becoming the next Ballito? What are those key indicators we should be looking for? A new airport, a big new road, maybe a shift towards these kinds of master plan communities, something to think about.